As you can see, I have a clarinet here. I haven't played it in a very, very long time. I haven't been practicing. So I'm only going to play things that I know that I can play, that I've been working on for a little bit here, just for a few minutes. I had forgotten some of my notes, but I went back over and I'm just going to play a few simple things. I'm not going to make this whole broadcast of playing the clarinet because I'm going to get tired. And Carmen has a tendency to whine or she'll howl when I'm playing. So if you hear her, it's because it's either hurting her ears or she's trying to howl with me. So I don't know. Uh, I happened to the other broadcast. I don't know what happened. It started going before I was ready, so I ended it. But don't even worry about that. And that was no broadcast you really missed anyway. So I'm going to attempt to play something that everybody should recognize. I'm not even going to tell you what the title of it is, and you can tell me when I get done playing it if you recognize it and you know what it is. Like I said, I won't play the whole time because if I play the whole time, I'm going to get very, very tired because your lips do get very tired. Holding it just right. This is a B flat clarinet. I bought this back at Fred Meyer several years ago when I was still married. Paid $200 for it. I do keep this in its case. I do keep it clean because you have to take it apart. You have to go clean it out every time you use it. I remove the reed. I don't leave the reed on. And these have to be replaced periodically, but I don't use mine that much to replace the reeds anyway. Oh, and by the way, this is the HAPS challenge. I forgot to put that on my title, but this is my HAPS challenge. So this is what I'm trying to get. I'm hoping I can get my HAPS challenge tonight with this. You know, they said if you don't have it on there, if you make it, they'll give it to you anyway. So this is my HAPS challenge. I just forgot to put it in my thing. So let's see what people have to say here. So I'm sorry about that. Um, okay. What happened? Well, it was a broadcast. It wasn't meant to go. I wasn't ready for it, and it turned on, and so I just ended it right away. Um, what is the reed made of? This is made of bamboo. They're bamboo reeds, as you can see. It's bamboo. They do split very, very easily. Um, I bought these at a time. The reeds I bought them, I think, at a music store, or did I buy them from Amazon? I'm not sure, but you get almost anything on Amazon. So I stocked up on reeds, and because you've got to have a reed to play this. And like I said, I don't know how long I can play because Carmen's ears were hurting her earlier, and she was howling when I was playing. I don't know if she was howling because I was playing or because I hurt her ears. Um, Buttercup and Sydney seemed to be sleeping through it, but I wasn't squeaking or anything, but it's just that it kind of upset her ears maybe a little bit. And she's trying to go to sleep now, so she's kind of got adjusted to it a little bit. Um, so thank you everybody for coming in. This is the HAPS challenge. So I didn't put that in my title. I meant to put that in my title. I probably could I can't edit it now while I've started it, but this is my HAPS challenge. Um, because when I started the other one, I ended up ending it because it started before I was ready, and so I ended it. And this is the real one, so I'm going to delete that one. But this is my HAPS challenge. I got to get people in here because I got to make my 250. It'll end up being a broadcast where I'm doing more talking than I am playing. But I'm going to play at least one song that I can play, and you'll have to try to guess what it is. I'm not going to tell you. Um, you probably will guess what it is. Hopefully, now. That being said, I may make some mistakes along the way. I may forget which note I'm hitting, and I'll hit the wrong one. Bear with me because I haven't played this in such a very long time, and sometimes I I miss and hit the wrong notes. Yeah, there's good fingering and there's bad fingering, and you have to know where all the notes are. Right now, when I don't put my hands on the keys, anything. That's the G. This here, and I can tell you, this is F. This is E. This is D, and to cover this in a C. Those are basically the notes I'm going through right now. It's E, E, F, D, and C. E, and there's also an A, which this happens to be the A. So I'll be using this key too. So those are just the notes I'm doing right now. It's best when you start learning the clarinet that you learn just a few notes at a time Don't go too fast. Don't try to overdo, because if you do, you're going to make mistakes. So basically, when I first first started learning, I do have a book here, and this is a book that I bought way back when. It's level one. That's what I'm sticking to right now. I bought it, I think, a store, a music store. Um, so I've got several books here, other ones that aren't you know help me to learn the notes. But this has really helped me along the way to learn my notes and to learn to where the notes are, because as you get into here, and eventually I'll probably be playing a little bit more. This is just my first attempt. I'll eventually come in and do more broadcasts later when I've learned more notes, and when I have mastered it where I don't squeak, because if you start squeaking, it really affects the dog's ears a lot. I wasn't squeaking or anything, but she just didn't like the sound of it. Now she's sleeping right now. I think it should be okay. When I first picked it up and blew on it, she went over to me and she looked at me like, "What is that?" And I had to reassure her that everything was okay. But Sydney never come out of bed. Buttercup did. She came over to see what I was doing. She went right back to bed. Um, I haven't played this in so long because of the dogs, because I was afraid I'd hurt their ears, because their ears are very, very sensitive, and they got real good hearing. But if you make a misstep and you start squeaking, now I don't squeak on purpose, but sometimes it happens, and when I squeak, that's when I really have problems. Yeah, I have forgotten a long time ago, early, and I've had this sitting in my entertainment center, in the bottom of my entertainment center, in its case for a long time. I haven't been practicing, haven't got it out for a couple years. So I thought maybe I better start getting it out and playing it again. Um, I keep it in its case. I keep it cleaned out, and so it wasn't hurting anything in its case. But it's just the idea that I haven't been playing on it like I should have, and I probably should have been playing it more, but I just haven't. And it's real hard to know exactly how it's going to turn out and how I'm going to be at playing this. Like I said, it's easy to learn if you want to take the time to learn. If you're willing to learn it, it's easy to learn, but you have to be willing to learn if you want to. Like I said, I never really played in the band in school. I took the clarinet in school, but never really played in the band at all. It was just a it was just one of the subjects that I took was clarinet. Now, when I was living with my aunt, she says, "Are you sure you don't want to learn the flute?" Well, my granddaughter played the flute, and I don't think I could ever learn how to blow into that, because that when you're blowing into it without even touching anything, it's just got a hole in it. And she learned how to play quite well. I thought the clarinet would be easier to learn than anything else. Hi, Damon. Good to see you. You forgot how to read music. Yeah, it just comes naturally to me, mostly because I've been in the choir. I I have played the piano and I have played the organ. Now I do not have a piano, or do not have an organ in my home. I've played them in church, but as to play them again, I don't think I'd remember. I do have a keyboard though, an electronic keyboard. I'm gonna have to get out and start playing that again one day. I've kept it in its case, so there should be nothing wrong with it. Um, but you have to learn how to read notes, and that's the first step, is learning how to read notes. Once you learn how to read notes, then it becomes easier and easier. Um, i i started looking at my book again, and I knew what the notes were on the scale. You know what they are on the scale, but to find them on my clarinet, and I started going through my book. I was practicing a little bit, and that's when I got Carmen upset. I was practicing a little bit just on this one song, basically, that I wanted to play for you. And I thought, well, where are these notes again? So I started going through the through the notes, but people just came in. I can show you what my notes are. This one here, just this one alone, is the F. This is the lower F. This is the E. This is D. This is C, and this here is A. Those are the notes that I'll be playing in this song. Those are the only notes it's going. And on your when I took music in school, we learned the word face, FACE, so we knew exactly where those were on your scale, because they were all in the space. Your FACE are in the space. You got your E, your G, and your your D's, and that's on the lines, on the line. So that comes, the first thing is learning right away. Hi Alex. uh, Let's get your earmuffs. You might need them, Alex. You might need them. I tell you, I started. I started practicing. I got this out and put it together and started practicing. Carmen did not know what it was, and as I started practicing, I was hitting the wrong notes, and she started howling. And I didn't know she was going. What? Oh, thank you for the award. And she started howling, and I thought, oh no. And I thought, it's okay, Carmen. So as I kept playing a little bit more, I reassured her everything was okay. So as I kept playing, then she didn't cry anymore. But I didn't know if it was hurting her ears or she really was going to howl with me when I'm playing, because that would be funny to have her howling when I'm playing. But I know that it can be hard on their ears. Now, the other two dogs are sound asleep, so it shouldn't affect them too much. But I'm going to play one song that everybody knows, and you should be able to tell what it is. I'm not going to give you the name of it. Should be able to tell what it is before I get done. Now, that being said, if I do make mistakes, I do intend to start over and play it right. So bear with me, because I haven't played this in so long that I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm going to make missteps, and I'm not going to have my notes in the right place. But those that just came in, this is a lesson book, lesson 1 for the clarinet. This is a B flat clarinet. There's different ones out there, but this is, I think, the most popular is the B flat. Every one of these, you got these. I haven't learned all these anyway. And some of these here are some of from the higher notes. I really don't play all that many, because I'm too not good at playing the real high notes. So right now, I'm just going to do the lower ones because they're a lot easier. Let me see what people are saying first. Oh, hi from Virginia. Oh, you played it in high school? Oh, cool. I haven't played this in a long time. I never played it in high school. Well, yes, I did. I played the clarinet in school. That's been a long time ago, because I graduated in 1966. So that tells you how long ago I played the clarinet. So for me to pick it up again at my age, I just turned 73 in January. For me to pick it up at this age is really, really quite a feat. Hot cross buns. I do have it in my book. I do have that in my book. I'm gonna have to find it, Alex. It is in this book. This is in. I think it's in lesson 1 or lesson 2. I'm not sure which. That I can play that one as well. But I'm gonna play this one first. But I'm gonna see what you guys are saying first. Oh, you used to play uh, the record. Oh, yeah, the recorder. My kids started with the recorder, which sounds like a little flute, black, real small. Yeah, they started in the recorder. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. I know, and that's the time that's one of the first things that my kids learned how to play. I guess they learned that because that's the easiest thing to learn first, is learn the recorder, and then you can go up from there. Um, you own a um yes, 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot cross buns. Yeah, I believe it's in this book. I'll have to look for it. It isn't. I believe it's in here. If it's not, it's in the lesson 2. But I have played that one too, and I'll have to see if I can find it. I don't know if I passed it. I don't think I did. Mm, Um, no, I didn't. Yeah, I did pass it. It's on the other page. It's just a very small part of it. Um, it's one I haven't played very much. So I don't know if he's even going to sound like hot cross buns when I get done. I also can play Go Tell Aunt Rhody. That's one I was practicing on and had a hard time getting the notes out. So it's not they're the same notes again. Your F, A, C, and E and D. That's basically the notes I'm learning right now. Um, here's the F, and this becomes E with the back and the front. Then this is D, this is E. This little hole is the E, and this one's A. Right now, I'm just using my left hand. My right hand is just going to stand here, just going to be on the keys, but it's not going to touch them. I got to make sure it doesn't touch them, because you're supposed to keep your right hand on your keys at all times. But I'm not going to push down on any of these keys here, because it's going to sound awful if I do, because it's only with my left hand for right now. Um, I can try to play hot cross buns, and I think that's what that's the one that Carmen was really yaw, yaw, she was if you want to say she was howling, she was kind of howling. So I think it hurt her ears. Oh, there's Randy. Hi, Randy. Randy said he was going to come in and listen to me play. I haven't started playing yet, Randy. This is an attempt. I haven't played it in so long. I've had this for a few years and haven't been practicing because of the dogs. But once I got it out a little bit ago, and I got it all going and greased up and everything. Started playing it, and Harmon started howling. And Buttercup come out of her bed and come over and looked at me, and I thought, oh my goodness. So I thought, well, is she going to be howling the whole time I'm playing? Well, if she starts howling, then I know it's hurting her ears. But Sydney's sound asleep right now, so I don't think it bothers her one bit. But I'm going to play the song I told you I was going to play, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I think you'll figure it out. Um, and I hope it sounds okay. I was practicing a little bit ago, and it did sound exactly like it's supposed to. And I'm going to have to stick this out like this because I don't have any way to rest it. But I'm going to attempt it. That's what I'm saying. I'm attempting. I'm not saying I'm going to get any notes out, but fortunately, when I was playing it before, I did get notes out. At first, I started playing it, and nothing was coming out, and I thought, "Oh, good grief, what am I doing wrong?" But it's the way I hold my mouth and stuff like that. But then things started coming along, and I started playing it, and notes started coming out, and I thought, well, that's awesome. Notes are coming out. Let's get the count up. I've got 105 right now. We just went into the Q&A. For those broadcasters, it does matter right now. Your outside sources, whatever you end up with, whatever it says on your eye on your mobile, that's exactly your count. So they said right now, but they're going to actually have the live viewer count eventually. But right now, this is the full count. So they said the whole thing counts towards the challenge. So if you get 250 and he's got from outside sources, it does count. So I thought I'd tell you that. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to play this song. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what the name of it is. You'll have to listen. You should know it. Everybody should know this. This is a song that we sang as little kids. I don't want to give it away, but we sang this as little kids. So I want you to listen real carefully. Now, if I make a mistake, bear with me because this is something that I haven't done in a long time. So hopefully I'll get some notes out while you're in here because you weren't in here before when I was playing it and everything was fine. But when I start getting people in here and playing before somebody, I'm bound to make mistakes. But we're only human after all. So let me go ahead and I'm going to start. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to play it again, but did you recognize what it was? I'm sorry that I was squeaking. I'm going to try to play it again. The dog didn't cry this time, though. I'm surprised. But I'm going to try to play it again and get through it and not make any mistakes. That's what I'm saying. This is an attempt. It's something that I'm attempting to do. Oh, yes, you got it right. You got it right. Yep, you got it right. I'm going to try to play it again without making mistakes. I'm trying to tell my story, the fact that I haven't played this in several years. I haven't played it since I've had dogs since I thought it would hurt their ears. Well, Carmen was howling a little earlier when I started playing it. I was practicing and she started howling. And I thought, well, is she howling to play? Is she howling because I'm playing or is it because it's hurting her ears? So I thought I'd rest a little bit and I told her, it's okay, it's okay. And I reassured her. So then she laid down and started going to sleep. So now she's fine. I think I reassured her it was okay. Well, yeah, until I started squeaking early and until I started making a mistake and didn't get all the way through it. I almost got through it. I was on the last measure and I made a mistake, but let me try it again and we'll see if I can get through it this time. got through it, and then she's howling now. Her howling. Oh, I'm not that good. I haven't tried this in so long. I bought this to learn how to play myself. So I got me some books. This is lesson 1 of the clarinet book. I've got lesson 2 um, to learn how to play, because I want to teach myself how to play. Of course, there's a lot of YouTube videos on there to help me as well. But I wanted to learn because I've always wanted a musical instrument. And I thought, well, if I get a musical instrument, I could learn how to play it, you know. Thank you. I did get through it finally. I mean, after I did squeak it, you did have Carmen crying there for a little bit, but I did get through it. Um, it's it, it's really hard when you haven't been playing it for a long time, that you don't really know how it's going to be, but it turned out to be a lot better than I thought. Now I don't know if you know the song "Lightly Rode." Now that one's got a little bit more to it, but it's the same letters, the same um, keys again. I'm just using the keys on my left hand, and like I said, this is F, E, D, C, and this is A. So I'm learning. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the letters that I know right now. These here on the right are for the real low keys or even the real high keys. So it doesn't. I'm not sure. And this book is down here. I don't know in the back, and I can show you in the back. It does have, if you can see this on screen, it does show you exactly where the fingers go. Oh, your placement of all your fingers. See, that's what I've been learning, where my keys are. If I want to learn something I've never learned, it shows you the keys and the placement. Well, it did in the beginning of this book. As I started learning my keys, it started showing me which key was which in your finger placement. Well, I knew this is F, this is E. No keys pressed down. That's the key of G. It's this one. That's G. Now, here's A. I'm just going to play one at a time. Here's F. This is more or less like the scale. I can play it from F and then go back up again. I'll start from the F and I'll play the scale from G on up, and I'll leave the A. So that's basically the scale. If you learn the scale first, you grasp it, and it becomes a little bit easier, to learn it. But at 73 years old, I'm not what you call real long-winded. I get out of breath real easily. So I probably won't be playing it the whole time I'm in here, but I'm going to play a few songs for you that you get an idea that this is a nice musical instrument. Like I said, I did play it in school. And since school, I hadn't really played it. So I had to learn it all over again. But I love learning how to play. So that's what I want to do. I want to learn how to play this again, just for my own peace of mind. And I have followed some videos on YouTube. There are videos on YouTube on how to hold your clarinet. Actually, you're supposed to be sitting on a chair with your back straight. And since I'm sitting on my bed, it's a little bit different. I'm not probably holding it the way I should, but I'm doing the best I can right now. And holding it a certain way, you got to kind of have it down like this, and have your hands placed on your keys. And you got to kind of bend your fingers a little bit and cover your keys completely. That's the thing. You got to cover the keys completely. You can't let any air get through them. With this C, if I let any air get through it, it's not going to sound like a C. So as you see, I got my fingers on it completely, all the way around on there. And this finger doesn't get used unless it gets used on one of these other keys. But this one is not used right now. It's just my thumb on the F, and then I've got my E here. This is D, and this little hole here is C. That's the low C. And that's how I start. That's how I started learning. I love learning how to play different things, and trying to take this instrument up at my age may seem like a feat in itself, but it's something that I feel I can do. If you set your mind to doing something, you're going to do it, and you're not going to feel bad about it whatsoever. Got to keep the counter coming. I got 140. I want to make my. This is my HAPS challenge. And I forgot to put that up on the. I forgot to put that up on my thing as my HAPS challenge. So you can share this out and maybe tag people to get people in here. Space Gal said she would come in. Randy did come in. So if you can tag anybody to get them in here, this is my challenge for this week. I want to get my challenge done and over with. Um, I found out that the challenge, when I did one last night, I had over 400 people in here. I was able to get last Sunday was his last day to get his in. He had over point, I don't know, 2.1K or something. He did real well. He was just, we were just talking and stuff. So it turned out to be really good because Randy was in there and Space Gal was in there. Vince was in there. Johnny Be Good. It was really a nice broadcast. I didn't come in that time because I wasn't dressed. I was in bed and I said, no, I don't think anybody wanted to see me not dressed. So I said, no, I'll just skip it and come in some other time. But it was an awesome broadcast. If you're not following Yassine, you're not following Retta, follow them. Follow Randy. I think everybody's following Randy. Randy is a hoot. He really is. I really enjoyed his when he was in Philippines, but now he's back home. We get back to watch him eat his breakfast again with that hard boiled egg and the garlic. That's funny when I watch that. It cracks me up. But anyway, Randy's so if you're not following him, follow him. But there's plenty of good people out here, better than me, that give good broadcasts, and you go in and follow them, and you'd be mighty surprised. Michelle Alexander, she draws. She did a drawing broadcast today, and I was in there. It was awesome. I love that drawing. And her and I was not a week, not this last Saturday, but the week before. She had me up in her broadcast, and we were collaborating. We were doing crocheting together. So that was an awesome broadcast. She was showing what she had crocheted, and I was showing what I crocheted. So we kind of were working together. So, but today was a drawing. She was drawing flowers, and she was showing how she did it. It was awesome. And I guess Bobby Bicker draws, which I've never been into hers, but I have seen her broadcast, the replays part of them, and it's awesome. She's awesome too. So there's a lot of good broadcasters on here. We just got to take the time and watch them, and maybe we can do what they do. I want to learn how to draw too. I can't even draw a stick person, but we'll try to. But anyway, I'm going to try to play Light Row. I'm not going to play too many songs because I don't want to get Carmen all upset because she was crying a little bit ago. She's going back to sleep now, so I'm going to bring this a little bit closer so I don't miss the notes. Um, and I've got this on a small. It's supposed to be for my iPad, but I got it. It works. It's a. I don't have a musical stand, so I just this works and it holds it up. So I'm hoping that you can all get that you'll listen to this and you can hear it. And hi, good to see you. Welcome. I'm tempting to play the clarinet. I played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And I'm going to play Lightly Row. This is a little bit longer one. I do make a few mistakes in here once in a while, but I try to correct it. And if I do make mistakes, I'll go back and I'll start it over again. You might not have heard this song, and then again, you may have. So if Carmen is howling, it's because it may hurt her ears, or maybe she she's howling because I'm playing. Sometimes dogs, when you're playing like a piano or something, they start howling right along with you. So maybe that's what she's doing too. But she's not right now. But once I start playing, she might start howling, which I don't intend to play the whole time. But I'm going to play for most of it. I want to get my I want to get my challenge done. So I've got a little more than 100. So we got to get everybody in there. I got 147 right now. That's what it shows, 147. So let's get the people in here. Share this out. If anybody wants to come up on screen, you can do that too. Just tell me, and I'll invite you up on the screen. I can only invite one at a time. Yes, last night I had Vanita, and then she left, and then I had Damon up there, and it was interesting watching him walk around the streets of Australia, Victoria, Australia. So if anybody wants to come in, feel free to come in, and we can chat for a little bit too, besides me just playing the clarinet, because that's kind of boring just playing. I'd like to be able to chat a little bit too. But let me see if I can get through this. If I can't, I'll forego it, but I should be able to get through it. I just don't want to hurt Carmen's ears at the same time. So let me attempt this now. That's why I say it's just an attempt. I don't know if I can get through it or not, but we'll try it. Okay, I got the wrong notes to begin with. I got the wrong notes again. Sorry about that. I got mixed up. I'll start that measure over again. Oh, gotta hit the DC now. No, to get it. So I got through it, but I made a few mistakes here and there. But you have to understand, I just haven't been playing it very long. I, I get out of breath real easily, so I'm not going to be playing this too much. But it's because it takes a lot of wind to blow this. You've got to, really blow into your reed to make a sound, and that's why you have this reed on here. If the reed it doesn't make a sound, and this is the smaller kind of. They've got different strengths of reeds. This is the lowest strength because this gets the lower key, the lower keys. But as you get to the higher keys and way up in the scale, you have to have a reed that you can reach it with. Like I said, this won't do it. I think there's a number 3 or a 4. I think this is only a 1 or a 2 right now. Now, it's a one string so that I can play the lower keys. Let me go get a drink of water because my throat's getting kind of dry, and I'll talk for a little bit. Maybe I'll go back and play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again and try to get through it a little bit better. Okay, there, I made it back. All right, I'll sit this down. Okay. Um, like I said, to play a clarinet takes a lot of patience. You have to have a lot of patience to be able to play it. Um, I bought this back at a time when things were a lot different than they are now, and I thought, well, can I really learn how to play the clarinet? And I started learning back when I was still married. Got the books, and I started practicing but I would practice every day. Now I don't practice as much. I do other things. So I haven't been practicing, so I've kind of got out of the groove. So I do need to get in there and start practicing again and learning how to play it things a little bit better. It's not hard, but it's just taking the time to do it right. I started playing Jingle Bells is a Christmas one in it, but the rest of these songs in here take a lot lower notes, and I won't go into that right now because I haven't been practicing enough to get the real low notes. But I just wanted to do the ones that I knew I could play for you, and Lightly Row and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There's other ones in here too, but I know that the ones that have played an instrument, you know what it's like to learn. The ones that play the trumpets and the trombones, man, I don't know how they get through those. There was a clarinetist, and of course he's passed away now, but there was a clarinetist on Lawrence Welk's show. I had never heard anybody play the clarinet like he did. Oh my goodness, he was good. He was so good, and I kind of envied him when I was younger, because I was living with my father at the time. I just graduated from high school when he loved watching Lawrence Welk, and that guy would play, and I envied him. I thought, man, like to learn how to play like that someday. Well, here I am trying to learn at my age, 73. I was a lot younger then. Here I am trying to learn how to play at 73. Can you imagine that? 73 years old, and I'm trying to learn how to play. I guess you're never too old to learn how to play an instrument, though. You're never too old to learn anything. If you put your mind to it, if you set your mind to it, you can do it. We just have to tell ourselves we can do it. And I'm hoping everybody has enjoyed what little bit I did play, because I had Carmen started howling, and I don't want her howling too much. But I want people to understand that I'm at an age when a lot of people think, well, you shouldn't be playing a clarinet, you're too old. But you're never too old to do anything. you could do anything if you set your mind to it. And I figure, why not? I'm 73 years old. I can learn how to play the clarinet just like anybody 25 and 30 years old, even high school students, you know. And I wanted to take this up because I figured this is something that I can do. It's something I know I can do if I just set my mind to it. Practice and practice. They say practice makes perfect. Well, I need to start practicing to learn how to do it a little bit better. But you know, I'm getting there, and I think I'll play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again, and then I'm gonna have somebody come up on screen and we could talk. And if anybody else has a musical instrument, what you should do is put it up on screen and start playing and collaborate. That would be a lot of fun to collaborate with somebody else that has a musical instrument. You know, I know Swift BC plays music too. I don't know if I could ever do what he does, you know, but there's a lot of musically inclined people on this app, you know, and there's people that can draw. Believe me, what I do is I draw stick people. And they don't even look much like stick people when I get done. So it's kind of funny. They just don't look like stick people. But anyway, I'm hoping and praying that people will come in and that they will um, watch me play this, and they want to learn how to get. Well, I got to get my count up. It's 169. We got to get that up there. I need less than 100, but I want to get my count up. So this is my challenge. So everybody, come on in. This is my challenge. And for those that are not on HAPS, that would like to sign up for HAPS, just come on over, sign up for HAPS. It's a lot better than Periscope or Twitter for that matter. Although I do have, I'm streaming this to Twitter and Periscope and YouTube right now. Um, on HAPS, you get coins for logging in every day. You also get coins if you get awards. Like I got an award a little bit ago. You get awards, which are turned into money. And after you have $200, you cash out. I'm over half right now. I've got $103 sitting in my account right now, and of course that's from starting from December. Yeah, if you like Randy, he gets his $200 every month, but that's Randy because he's got a lot of people following him, and he's good, and a lot of people give him awards, so um, they know him a lot better than do me, and that's okay. I know I'll get it in time. You know, I'm not worried. I'll get it. It'll come. I just have to keep broadcasting. And so far I'm almost got $50 for this month. I'm close to, I've got 81% of $50. As far, if I knew it before, I had $40.50. So I'm getting close to getting my $50, and then I'll get up to 100, which I've never gotten that far since I've been in here. But you know, it's all going to work out. I know I'm going to get it eventually. I just have to just keep broadcasting. We all have to keep broadcasting. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I saw 61, or was it 80? No, it's 81%. Excuse me, not 80, not 61, 81. I keep saying 61. It's 81%. Yesterday, my broadcast yesterday, I got $4. That helped me get up there a little bit. So I do appreciate every award that I get. Big, but I'll tell you, I've been giving awards out that I didn't mean to, and I'm down to 250 coins. And I had over 11,000 coins this morning, but I accidentally started tapping on them when I was trying to getting the screen, the in landscape on your mobile, and trying to get back to get the screen, the keyboard off, which I should hit the done button. I did that several times, so I'm down to 250 coins. Well, I guess I won't be given awards for a while, but I'll get coins as I'm logging in every day, so it'll help. And I just bought $50 worth of coins, and they're all gone. I didn't mean to do that, but you don't get them back. But you know, I guess in a way, those broadcasters deserve it because they give good broadcasts. So I'm not too upset with myself. You know, it's just I had what you call slippery fingers, and they kind of went a little too far and gave awards out that I didn't intend, because once you give them out, you can't take them back. So you can't get them back. So I thought, well, that's okay. Let them have it. You know, they're going to get more benefit from it maybe anyway. So we're all eventually going to get to it someday. And I appreciate every award I get. You know, it's going to take me a long time to get the $200, but I'm not in any hurry. You know, if you keep on going, you'll make it. You know, just put yourself out there. Make your broadcast have good content. That's what everybody's looking for, is good content. Good content is the key. If you don't have content, people aren't going to come in and they aren't going to watch you. Well, thank you for the award there, Damon. Thank you so much. The good content is what everybody, a super hard award. Thank you so much. You know, I do miss those hearts I got in Periscope. Um, Somebody had asked if we're ever going to have hearts like Periscope gives out. Maybe sometime they'll have it. And I did ask Peter and Pablo in the Q&A, on the mobile, how you can only invite one person at a time. And the first one you invite is the only one you can see on the screen. The rest are in audio. I asked them, are we ever going to be able to invite more than one person on and be able to hear and see them? And Peter said yes, that we're eventually going to get to the point where we're going to be able to hear and see them. It's going to work out. So that's awesome. Well, thank you for the award. You guys are awesome. So just put yourself out there. Just keep going. Your guys are going to get it. We've got some terrific broadcasters on this app. You know, um, I enjoy going into Randy's broadcast because he's funny. He is very, very funny. And he has people in his broadcast, which helps because he does it on the broadcast studio. I'm not on my broadcast studio right now. I'm on my phone. I don't particularly care for the broadcast studio the way it's set up because when I was in it, I ended up my broadcast stopped on me because I didn't keep my mouse going. It can't time me out. It times you out every 5 minutes, and I thought that's not right. And Pablo was in there at that time because he was helping me out because I was on the broadcast and he came in to help me out, and then I got timed out. I wish they'd change that so you don't have to keep constantly moving your mouse because when you're talking to other people, you're not thinking about moving your mouse constantly and keep it going and on. Maybe if they ever change that, I might do a little bit more broadcasting on the studio because I do like to talk to people in here. But if I can have just one person in here talking to me, that's good too. Last night I had Vanina first, and then Damon came on, and I got to watch him walk around the streets of Victoria, Australia, which was awesome. So I got to watch that, and that was awesome. That was great too. Um, Anybody that wants to come up on screen, you can come up on screen, and I'd like to chat with you. I do appreciate people coming in here because look at the we're really getting a lot of um, getting a lot of notifications. They pop up all at once. Well, my account's going up 181. I still didn't know yet. Let's get that up over 200. But I forgot to put Haps Challenge on here. I think if I put Haps Challenge on, I probably would get it. Look, now, if I don't get it tonight, I can try again and get it another night. But I'd like to get it tonight and get it over with so I can relax the rest of the week and not push myself so hard to try to get it. But I'm one of these kind that I don't beg for awards. I don't say, give me an award on after award after award. I don't want to do that because I feel if I've got the content, I'm going to get it. If I don't have the content, I'm not. So that's the way I look at it. I'll get the awards sometime, and I am getting them little by little by little, and I'm thankful for that. I think I want to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again. This time I'm going to try to get through it without making a mistake, and then I'm probably going to stop for now playing it so my I don't lose my breath because it is kind of hard when you're 73 to sit here and play and play and play, and then you get out of breath because it does take a lot of breath to play, and I have to relax and I'll rest for a little while before I go back at it. So I'll play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again, and then I will set it aside and I'll clean it out later. Or I can show you how I clean it. It's real easy to clean it. Okay, I'm going to start this again. Hopefully this time I'll get through it and not make any mistakes. If I can get a sound out now. Now I can't get a sound out of it. Isn't that funny? I guess I'm all out of wind. Sorry about that. I'm all out of wind. Okay. Let me start over again. I got the wrong note. I knew exactly what the note was, and I hit the wrong one. I'm sorry. I'm going to start over. I don't know. I'm getting. I think I'm out of breath now, but I'm going to try to play it one more time anyway. And then I'll call it quits on the playing of it. But I'm still going to be in here trying to get my challenge and talking to people and trying to invite them up on the screen. Invite Randy up here if he's still in here. and get people up here to talk. Randy's funny. You bring Randy in anybody's broadcast, you're going to get the viewers because people love Randy. So any of his followers, may not be following me, you'll follow him and follow him right in. There, that was, I got through it finally. Oh, it's 185. I need a whole bunch more. So, does anybody want to come up and want to chat? Because I'll invite you if you want to. I know Damon was up here last night. I don't know if he's in here now or not. But if you want to come up and chat, please let me know that I can invite you, because that's the whole idea of doing these HAPS broadcasts, is bringing people up on the screen and having a good old time and talking amongst each other. Because let's face it, we don't know each other at all. We really don't. You're just a face on the screen, or just an icon or what have you. People really don't know each other until you get to talking to them up on the screen and getting to know who they really are. I'm getting to know Randy a little bit better each and every time. I've been in his broadcast several times. He's been on mine once, but that was on audio. So he's only been on once. Vanina's been on several times. I think she's doing her own broadcast right now. So she's probably doing a driving broadcast. So she's on now. Um, oh, you're having lunch? Okay, that's right, Damon. You're having lunch. I didn't invite you up, but I know you're probably having lunch, so we'll wait. But if anybody else wants to come up on screen, Randy, if you're still here, let me know and I'll invite you up. As I know Randy was here, but I don't know if Randy's still here now. So I don't know. And once I invite him, I can't uninvite him. So I want to make sure that he's on the screen and he's here and he wants to come up, because he's funny. I like having him on my broadcast. I like going in his too, because he's a good guy to talk to. He's funny. He's down to earth. Let's put it that way. He's down to earth. But talking to somebody from a foreign country is awesome, because he's really a cool cat. He really is. There's a lot of people coming over from Periscope. Oh yeah, there is, David. There's a lot of people coming from Periscope. If there's anybody in here from Periscope, come on over to HAPS with your name and give your email and everything. Join HAPS, because you're never going to go wrong. It's a lot better than Periscope, and the reason I say that is because they care over here. They're concerned about the app. They're concerned about the people in this app, and they make sure that everybody is taken care of. If you have a problem, all you do is tell Peter and Pablo or the technicians, and they will try to work on the problem as soon as they can to get it fixed. You will have trolls in here. That's understandable. You're not going to get rid of them no matter what. They're here. You have to deal with them. But Peter and Pablo are doing everything they can to keep the trolls from coming in here and interfering in our broadcasts. I've reported a few myself, and then others have reported too. But this app is an all around good app. So those that are on Periscope, on Twitter, on YouTube, or I can't say Facebook because I'm not streaming to Facebook, but others that are streaming to Facebook, all it ever says is Facebook user. Well, you don't know who that person really is. It says Facebook user. It's like they're incognito and you don't know who they are. So I'm hoping that people will come over from Periscope, they'll come over from Twitter and join HAPS, because this is a very good community. Because let's face it, Periscope is a dead horse. You're not going to get very much from them anymore as far as feedback, because they're kind of in the background They're not really concerned about anything that goes on in Periscope, and I've noticed that too. They're not really there for the people. They updated it the other day, somebody said, and I'm thinking, why would they update it? I mean, what, they're going to be going out the 31st of March. I don't understand why they'd update it, but I guess they did. They updated it, and you know, I don't know why. I didn't update mine. I figured, well, I'm going to leave it on my phone for right now. I know some people have taken Periscope completely off and canceled their account. Well, I'm not doing that yet because I'm still broadcasting through streaming to there. So I want to keep Periscope up until um, the time comes. And I don't know. They was asking Peter and Pablo's broadcast if during the time of Periscope goes out, if the numbers that we have of Periscope now are going to be come over to here. Once Periscope closes, are we going to lose all those subscribers or subscriptions? Are they going to be brought over to here? I have really no idea. I don't know if they're going to be brought over to here or not. Only time will tell. I don't know. I'm hoping they are, but it's getting a lot of people convinced to come off of Periscope. There's a lot of them that like Periscope and they're going to stay right to the very, very end. And I can understand that. I don't broadcast there anymore. I have broadcast on Twitter twice now. Um, I don't care for Twitter and the fact that you cannot do it in landscape. At least you couldn't when I was doing it. I don't know if you can now or not, but you couldn't do it in landscape for a while because I would like to do it in landscape. Not one like this, but there are some that I do. I prefer to have landscape, especially if you're outside and you're showing a sunset or something like that. You want it in landscape mode. Um, and I tried it in landscape mode on one broadcast I was doing. I think it was driving, and I tried it in landscape, and it was not. You could not put it in landscape, so I had to do it in portrait mode. It was okay, but I thought it would be better in landscape. But you know, that's the way it is. But if anybody's in here from Periscope right now or Twitter, please come on over to Haps. Join Haps. This is a lot better platform. It's in beta. It's still fairly new. It is buggy a little bit. Sometimes it can be stressful. Sometimes it can be a little you want to shake your finger at it when it doesn't work right. But other than that, it's a fairly good app, and I can't really complain at all because I like the people that are in here. I like the people that um, are running the Haps team. They're just as nice as can be. They are friendly people, Peter and Pablo especially. And I like the fact that they do their broadcasts every day, no matter if it's Q&A or if it's broadcasters of the week or tutorials or whatever they're doing. Those are quite interesting because they give you a lot of valuable information that you can really, really use. And a lot of questions are asked that I would have never thought to ask. You know, some for the broadcast studio, some for mobile. And they're trying to work on every bit of it and trying to straighten it out. So with that being said, I hope everybody that's in here from Periscope and Twitter will come over to Haps and just have a good time here. You're going to find this is a very good platform. A lot more people are joining now than ever before. It's getting better and better all the time. I'm enjoying Haps. That's why I broadcast on here and nowhere else. I'm streaming, of course, but I start in Haps. I don't go into Periscope unless there's a problem with Haps and it goes down or something, which it has a few times. They lose the third party server and you can't do anything. We'll either go into Twitter or Periscope and broadcast. But for right now, I'm staying on Haps because I enjoy it. It's a very good platform. I recommend it. Now, like I said, it can be, I was going to use the word frustrating and I just couldn't think what the word was. It can be frustrating at times when things don't go like they should. Um, things need to get things need to be better on it for where it's 100% um, bug free, but they're working on it. They can only do so much at a time to get the bugs out, and we have to understand that. And we'll do the best that we can to share what we know, and if we have a problem, to report it to them. And if something happens, you report it. Now, I have been having problems ending the broadcast. And I mentioned that to Pablo today. He says it could be a connection error because it has to. If you haven't got a very good connection, it's not gonna end. And the only way I can end it is swipe out of the broadcast. Yeah, swipe up on the app. That isn't the right proper. Sometimes I have good connections, and sometimes I don't. Right now it says poor, so it's going up and down. It's probably going to be glitchy on your end, but see, how long will it be? And I don't know, Damon. That's what people have been wondering. They've been asking Peter and Pablo how long it will be in beta. I don't know. That's hard to say. Whenever they get all the bugs worked out of it, and I don't know when that's going to be. Everything takes time. They're slowly working on it, but they can only do so much at once. They have Android mobile to take care of too. Usually iOS comes first, so there was an update on the weekend. There was an update, I think, on Saturday night. So if you didn't get the update your haps. I found out from going into somebody's broadcast that they had updated it. That's how I found out. And what they have done is they've added the feature where you can see the viewers that you have right now. Now it's the total viewers. It's not just the live viewers on your broadcast. But somebody had asked in the Q&A if the total viewership counts towards our HAPS challenge. And they said, yes, it does count towards your HAPS challenge. So right now mine shows 200. I need 50 more. So let's get the people in here. Let's get somebody up here. Does anybody want to come up and chat? We'll get the people in here that way. Is Randy still in here? Does anybody know? Randy, if you're still in here, put a comment on the screen so I can invite you up here, because I'm not going to invite people that may not want to come up, because that's where you get people in here. You invite others, have a good time, you talk and get acquainted. And those that are just coming in, I already did. I got a little tired out playing my clarinet, so the rest of it is going to be a talking one. I didn't intend to make the whole thing playing the clarinet, but just a little bit to get an idea. For those that did not know, this is my clarinet. I paid $200 for this at Fred Meyer several years ago. It's a B flat clarinet. I played the clarinet when I was in school, and I think what really inspired me to do this broadcast was when I was in Ook's broadcast the other night. She was playing the ukulele, and that kind of inspired me. I said, well, if she can play the ukulele, I can come in here and do this too. Now, she didn't do it for very long. She played it just for a little bit, and she's pretty good at it too. And so I thought that kind of inspired me to come in here and do this. Quite a bit different than the ukulele, because she uses her hands. This I have to use my mouth, and you get windy. You have to have a lot of air to do it, so I have to take it slow, and I can't practice very long, and then I have to put it up because it's something that has done me in somewhat. So I'm just gonna just leave it sit here for right here. I got to clean it out too, and do it a bit, maybe play it again later or play it tomorrow. Yeah, no, share, swipe, and invite. You're right. That yes, you have to swipe and invite. You're right, Damon. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, and follow. And yes, please follow. If you're not following me, follow me. Follow some of the broadcasters in here, because we have very, very good broadcasters. I'm kind of mediocre, even though they don't think too bad. I come from Periscope, where I broadcast almost every day, not every day, but basically there I did more cooking broadcasts than anything. That's what my forte was there. I'll do cooking broadcasts here again too. I just didn't feel like doing it today, but I will get it done. But I do one of those a week, and I do the I did a walking broadcast this morning, walking my dogs. I knew I wasn't going to get my challenge this morning. I had no intention of getting it this morning, because I normally don't anyway. So and I forgot to put HAPS challenge on here. So it's going to be very hard to get people in here, because this is my HAPS challenge. So let's try to get people up here so that we can invite, because I need 50 more people. I've got 200 right now. I need 250. And if I can get the 250, I'll keep going, but I want my 250 for my challenge. And then Randy, he'd have probably 800, 900, or 1,000 by now. He usually gets them pretty fast. I don't get them quite as fast, but I am thankful for the ones I do get. Because I'm not as well known as Randy is. He did on Periscope. No, we're doing something else. So, but I do go into his broadcast now because I enjoy watching him. He's funny. He's down to earth. He tells it like it is. Um, and he's going to grow out his beard again. So you can imagine what he's going to look like when he gets his beard out again. But anyway, I need the followers in here. So everybody, come on in. Let's come up here and let's chat. I got 202 right now, and let's get this up here where I can chat with people and we can get to know each other, because that's the only way we're going to get to know each other at all. Is we have to talk, come up on screen. You have to talk to each other and get to know one another, and do you know, help them share, because I'm one of these kind, you help me, I'll help you. Now last night, a lot of us were in Yasmin's broadcast trying to help him get his challenge, because he was in there helping everybody else, and he needed help himself. So Space Gal was in there, Randy was in there, Johnny Be Good, Vince was in there. They're all in there trying to help him get his challenge. Well, I don't know if any of those are online right now. So if anybody's online and hears this or sees this, please come on in and come up to the up on the screen so we can talk, because I want my challenge, and I know I can do it if people are willing to help me out, and I'll help you guys out too, because we all collaborated together, because this is a special time for all of us to get our challenge. You know, this will be the fourth week. I'll have 4 weeks down and 4 weeks to go. And for those that may not know anything about the challenge, you're wondering what the challenge really is. It's too late to start the challenge now, because you had to start from the very beginning. What it basically is you broadcast for longer than 10 minutes at a time. You have to stream to more than one platform, and you must have 250 or more viewers in your broadcast. And you only have to have one of those a week. You can do more than one, but only one's going to count. So that's basically what the challenge is all about. I've made the last 3 weeks I've made the challenge. Now I hope to make it this week too. I wanted to get it done so I don't have to worry about it. If I don't get it tonight, then I'll start some other night, or I'll just do it again. Just do it, because last Monday I didn't make it the first one. I was so close and I couldn't get any more in. I think it stopped at 190. So I closed the broadcast out and I did another one. I did a second one and I got 278. So I did make it. I would have liked a little bit more, but I was thankful I got that. So everybody come on in. Let's have a good time, and let's have some fun, because that's what this app's all about. It's a community of like-minded people that we share with each other. We share ourselves with each other. We put ourselves out there. We help other people with their broadcasts. I'm always going into broadcasts and giving out awards. Well, I'm down to the fact where I can't give awards out now unless I buy coins. Well, I just did, and I used them all up, so I don't want to buy any more that quick. So I try to give the coins out when I can. I'm gonna be getting more coins as I go along, I know. Now I'm going to get razzed with that, razzed by Erlina that probably, because I gave out the coins. I didn't mean to, but it just happened. You know, they've got it in such a way that you're trying to tap on the screen, trying to get rid of the keyboard, or trying to tap above where the guys are, and you end up tapping on the awards. I did that twice and I can't get them back, but I thought, oh well, you know, they had a good broadcast, so it's fine. So come on, everybody, let's come on in. Do you want to come up to the? Does anybody want to come up to the chat? Because I know Damon was up here yesterday. Vanita, she's on her own broadcast, so she won't be in here. If she knew I was on, she probably would be in here. And I appreciate the awards you gave me. It looks like I've got $2.80. I appreciate that. That's very helpful, because I'm getting almost my $50. I still need about $9.50 yet or something to get my $50, but I'm getting there, because I want to get to the $100 level at least. See if I can make it. I want to accomplish it. I have not been able to get the full $200 on my own yet without adding it to another month. I want to be able to get it each month. I haven't been able to get it yet, but I want to try to get it, and I'm going to work at it and try to get it real hard. But it's just being able to get it. So if I don't get anybody else in here, what I might do is I might just stop this broadcast and start another one, which I did last Monday, start another one and put Hap's Challenge in there. I'm bound to get people in there then. I may do a craft. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do a craft, and I'll decide what the craft is going to be, because people like the crafts as well. I can't draw with beans. I'm going to have to learn how to draw. So if you want to come up and chat, please let me know, um, and I'll invite you up on the chat so we can talk and get people in here that way, because that's the easiest way to get people in here. If they see somebody up on chat, then they'll come on up and chat, because they like people that are you know collaborating together. Because when Randy does his broadcasts, he has 6 or 7 people up there at once. It's kind of difficult because it's hard to maintain that many people at once. I don't know if I could handle that many. Uh, I would like to be able to at least have one on here. Yes, you are, Damon. Yes, you are. You're exciting. There's people in here that probably didn't see your broadcast from last night. They didn't see how it looks there in Australia. So if you want to come up, Damon, just let me know and I'll invite you. You are exciting, Damon. I enjoyed every minute of, because I watched the replay this morning and I liked your where you showed through your in Australia. That was interesting. Very. I like to see different countries represented, or different states. You're not very talented. You know something, Damon? None of us are. But you may have a hidden talent. You can just come up and chat. We don't have to play anything or anything. You may have a hidden talent. We all got talent. Some of us got talent for singing, and you don't know, or maybe drawing, or playing the piano, or organ, or playing a musical instrument that you may not know you have that talent. God gave me a voice to sing with. Um, Such as it is, my voice isn't perfect anymore, but I do sing. I used to sing, used to give special music every one I take that back. Not every week, once a month, because the organist, she would schedule the people to give special music, and I would be scheduled once a month, and I would get up and sing, and I would give her the songbook that she could play, and I would have my songbook, and I would sing while she was playing the organ or piano, whichever the case may be. Because the organist and her sister played the piano, she played the organ. Sometimes I'd have both of them playing the song, and I'd sing with it. But I do sing, although I'm not I'm not what you call a real good singer, but I do sing. I do like to sing, and that would be a good broadcast to have people sing together. Find songs that we can sing and sing together. That would be an awesome one too. Um, that's something I time into it. But with dogs, I was afraid to, because of the fact that it's going to be hard on their ears, because they got very sensitive ears. So I try not to. I haven't been practicing because of it, but I thought, well, if I start practicing now and I play when I come in here a little bit, maybe people would like it. Like I said, it was an attempt to play. I attempted to play. As you can see, I made a few mistakes now and again, but I did attempt to play it, and I didn't give up until I got the song right. That's what we have to do. You have to keep going and going. And I'm determined that if I don't make the challenge this time, I'm going to do another broadcast and get the challenge, because I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I did 2 of them last Monday to get my challenge. If I have to do that again, I will. It seems kind of embarrassing that I have to do 2 of them to get the challenge, but it's not my fault, because people sometimes don't know the person that's broadcasting, and they're not sure that they want to come in there. So therefore, I'm not known that well, and if people don't know me that well, they're not going to come in here. And the people that do know me are going to come in here, and they're going to share out with other people. That's what you can do. Just share out with other people. Follow me. I like to get somebody up on screen, so that if you're following somebody that I'm not, they'll come in here because you're in here. Now, when I go into Vanitas, and she asked me to come up on her broadcast, she ends up getting a lot in there because of me, because they know I'm coming up on the screen, so they come in there because they see me up on the chat. So if somebody comes in here like Randy or anything, and he'll invite a lot of people in here, I'll definitely get my thing then. So does anybody know if Randy's still in here? Is he still in here or did he leave? Because I know he was in here earlier. If Randy's in here, please let me know so I can invite him up, because I know with him in here, people will come because they know Randy and they like him, and because he's funny. He really is. He's hilarious. So come on, people, let's get in here. I got 94 people I need. I want to go over that even, and it's kind of disappointing when it doesn't happen like it should. But it is like it is. It is what it is. Oh, you think he's broadcasting? He might be, Damon. Yeah, he might be. I can check on my iPad and see. He may have been invited to somebody's broadcast too. I know he came into mine earlier, but if he's not broadcasting, it'll tell me. No, he's not broadcasting right now because I didn't get that notification of him broadcasting on my iPad or my phone. There's other people broadcasting, but it's not him. He may be in somebody else. Well, no, he's not in anybody else's broadcast either. If he were, that would show as well. So if he Randy, if you're here, let me know so I can invite you up, because I know I'll get more people in here if you come up here. Damon, I know people will come in with you in here. I don't expect some people to come up here that are embarrassed to show their face. I understand that. There's others in here that probably won't come up. But if you want to come up, let me know and I'll invite you. Because it's real simple. I just tap on your comment and I'll invite you. Randy is broadcasting. Oh, yeah. I don't see him on my list though, Erlene, that he's broadcasting, but maybe he is. So that's okay. If he's broadcasting, we'll let it go. Um, I probably are going to have to maybe end this broadcast and maybe get ready for another broadcast and do a total different craft. There's a new one out there. Well, it's not really new. Um, and I've only done it a couple times, not in here. It's called Punch Needle. Oh, he's live. Okay. Um, it's called Punch Needle, and it's a different thing altogether. Learning how to do punch needle. I started it yesterday when I was getting my dogs groomed, but I wasn't accomplishing anything because it wasn't putting my thread on the canvas on the material, and I thought, well, wonder why. So I started watching some YouTube videos, and I realized what I was doing wrong. I have to fasten it off in the back. I have to put the tail in the back, and then I can do it. So I'm not getting anybody else in here. So what I may do is I may end this broadcast, clean my clarinet, and then get ready to do another broadcast and go find that punch needle. I've got it. I think it's in my car, and I'll set my phone on the tripod like I did before. Maybe I can do it a little bit better. I think I had it pointed the wrong way before when I did it. Put it to the side of me instead of in the front of me. Maybe it'll just get my hands and stuff. Well, that's coming up now. It's 2:10, but got to get people in here. You want to come up, Damon, for a little bit and chat, because I know people were interested in what you had to say yesterday, because I enjoyed your Australia trip. It was really, I mean, Australia trip. Your view from outside, because I've never been to Australia. I don't know what it looks like there, and I was kind of interested to see what it kind of looked like there. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I can always just end this broadcast and I can go into and start another broadcast. If Vanita comes up, I'll definitely I'll get stuff then. Um, I should have made this my HAPS challenge, which I did not. That's my mistake. If I'd have made my HAPS challenge, people would have been in here. Um, so I've got looks like I've got 40 more to get, and I'm not getting them right now. Oh, you're too tired today. Oh, that's okay, Damon. Well, I've got 214 right now. I need 40, 36 more, 46 more, 36, whatever, 36 more. Oh, you didn't have a good night. Oh, man, or a good day. Oh, you didn't have a good sleep. I'm sorry to hear that, Damon. I know how that is. I don't always have a good sleep either. So we got 35 more to get in here to make my challenge. So let's get the people in here. Get 35 up here. Or I'll just start playing my clarinet more. I know people will come back in here, but I got tired out, got a long, windy, so I stopped. But I want to come in here and chat a little bit too, and get to know everybody a little bit better. Bring people up on the screen if they want to come up and get to know you guys a little bit better, because all you are is a name behind the screen. Don't know you personally. I've never seen you. I may have talked to you on the chat, but I've never really met anybody. I talk to Erlene at practically every day. We text back and forth. So I practically know her. We've done FaceTime before, video chatting, so I've seen her before. But a lot of the others I haven't. I know Vanita, now I know Damon, I knew Randy. So we need to get people in here that are not afraid to come up on screen, because that's how I get to know you and you get to know me. If you don't, I'll end this broadcast because I've got 35 to get, and it's so disheartening that I'm so close and haven't got it yet. But I may decide to do another broadcast and figure out what I want to make it. Make it a good title to draw people in here. Um, if somebody can think of a good title, you tell me what it would be. But I may just, like I said, I may do one of my crafts. I can't do my diamond painting because I need to do that at a table. So I can't really do that. But the punch needle would be a good thing to do. I got 220 now. That's getting close. 30. I need 30 more. Um, I'm trying to get them, but it's real hard sometimes. Um, when last night, it seems like if last night would have been tonight, I would have had it real easy because I got 464 last night, and it was a simple thing to get. And I just had a chatting broadcast, and I got people in galore tonight. You just don't see people must be going into Randy's. I think is what it is. When he's on chatting and he's on broadcasting, he gets a lot of people in there, a lot. So I'm not getting them in here because Randy's got them in his broadcast. That's fine. He'll get 1,000 or something in his broadcast, you know, and there's nothing I can do about that. I'm thinking about closing this up in a little bit because I don't see too many more coming in. I need 30, and I'm not going to sit here all night to get them. So I may just close this up and clean out my clarinet and set up for another broadcast. Maybe I'll just do a chatting one. Make it one that people will be interested to come in, or do my punch needle. Set my tripod up like I did before, and sit at my bed with the chair and do my punch needle, and see if I can do it. It's quite different. It's something that a lot of people probably have never heard of before. It's a unique little thing. It's done with some. It's done with yarn, or it's done with thread, and it's basically you have an outline of a picture, maybe whether it's flowers or whatever it would be, and then what you do is you go on that outline, and then you go on the inside and you punch the inside and get it all taken care of. Uh no, I don't know. She's not on. Unfortunately, no, Damon, she's not. She's still on YouTube. She tried Haps once, did not like it. She did sign up for it, but she's not coming in here. She's only done one broadcast, and that was a couple months ago. I think December is when she did a broadcast, and she's not done it since. So she said that she wouldn't be coming back, and it's unfortunate because I think if she came on, she'd draw a lot of people. But no, she's not. She's still doing vlogging for her YouTube channel, I think. Um, I think she's doing Facebook Lives. Is what she's probably doing. So if she's doing Facebook Lives, that's where she's going to get the people. But it is what it is. I'm not forcing her to come in. It's totally up to her. She's been invited, but she doesn't want to. She doesn't like the HAPS platform. Of course, at the time when she came in, it was just fairly new, which it still is. But there was a lot more wrong with it than there is now. So um, I don't think she'll ever come back in here again. I think what I'm going to do, since I didn't make this my hatch challenge, I'm just going to go ahead and close this up, clean out my clarinet, and start again, and then make a different broadcast. And I'll make that my HAPS challenge. So be waiting for me for a little bit. I'll come back in a little bit. So bye bye.